We bartering on business. We standing on business.
Yeah, so I just wanted to come on here and get some shit off my chest. Because for about the past, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe, I've seen a lot of black celebrities and media personalities and so-called journalists make it their business to try to shame and denigrate and shun and insult the intelligence of black men because they don't want to vote for Kamala Harris. They are actively out here villainizing black men for not wanting to vote for Kamala Harris. And I said it before and I will say it again. They think they own us. They think they own our fucking vote. They want us to believe that we have some sort of obligation to them, that when it's right for them, we should play identity politics and vote for her because she's black. And now they're pushing the narrative that we're dumb, that we're uneducated, we're misinformed, we don't know what the fuck's going on. They sending out these black women and these bootlicking-ass men, right? The Van Joneses, the Bakari Sellers, the Roland Martins, right? The D.L. Hugleys, even Plies, and it's a whole bunch of them who are trying to shame black men for thinking for themselves.
I think you can Google what have Kamala Harris done for the black community, or things that black people benefit from.
So name something. All of you sitting here, name something. Hey yo, I'm getting real tired of these gatekeepers telling black men what we're supposed to do, how we're supposed to think, how we're supposed to vote. But before I get into all of that, shout out and appreciate all the OGs, everybody that's been tapping in, everybody that, regularly comes and checks out the channel. I appreciate you. And if it's your first time here, welcome. Now, I wanted to get to this topic of a lot of these gatekeepers I'm hearing across various platforms giving their 2 cents because they seeing a lot of black men on social media are saying we don't want to vote for Kamala Harris. You have the Roland Martins, the Van Jones, the Charlemagne's, D.L. Hughley, and now we got Ricky Smiley. I'm going to get to what he had to say because it made no sense at all. All right, if you're looking at the state of the country right now, what's actually going on, the actual issues that matter, he doesn't even talk about any of that. Instead, he plays a whole bunch of identity politics, and then him and all the other ones I named got the most shit to talk about black men just because we don't want to do what they think we should do or what they're telling us to do.
Black vote ain't for sale no more. Black vote ain't for sale. We bartering on business. We standing on business. Bring us some tangibles or get out of my face. Ricky Smiley, I love you. But crying on the radio for Kamala Harris, my brother, that's an all-time low. Don't do that again, Ricky Smiley. Don't you get on your radio show and cry for Kamala. Don't you do that, my brother. Y'all only carried on because y'all got paid to carry on. Can we please be honest? To shame black people into voting. Y'all know we not going to get nothing out of that vote. Y'all know we not going to get nothing out of that vote. Y'all know we not going to get nothing out of the vote, but they being paid. Y'all being bought.
And that's one of the things I have a big issue with. All right, when we think the way you want us to think, when we vote the way you want us to vote, everything's okay. What's wrong with people thinking differently? Like the white men don't get questioned about who they're voting for. Some are voting for Trump, some are voting for Harris. Nobody got an issue. All right, Asian men, same thing. Hispanic men, Indian men, all those men get to have freedom to do whatever they want to do. But black men don't have the freedom in that we don't have the freedom to be accepted by people that look like us.
Are you excited about Tim Walz? I already know the answer to that question.
Always.
What excites you the most about him?
Just that he's just a regular, like he reminds you of your high school principal. He reminds you of your high school football coach.
Hell nah, he don't remind me of my high school football coach. Hell nah.
I'm just sick of the black people on the internet talking about I'm not with her. Okay, so if you're not with her, that means you with Trump. And y'all need to block every last one of their asses on Facebook and on Instagram and social media and stop. Like, that's just garbage.
It blows my mind how much the party that's supposed to be so, tolerable, inclusive of everybody, and they want diversity of everybody and all that, tells you to block people that think differently from you. You can be as diverse as you want in race, but do not be diverse in thought.
Can
Everybody
we be
got to
united
find,
on anything?
yeah. Can't agree on a damn bucket of chicken. One person want a hot dog.
I always
Black
complain.
folks.
Yo, it's funny, yo. Ricky Smiley, he's made most of his career as a comedian, and a lot of the roles that he did is playing a woman. You know, he's one of those comedians that they say wore the dress. So it's funny that he talking about the one nigga needing a hot dog. I think that's him.
Get on my damn nerves, man. Why everybody making all these celebrities making all these videos going off on Kamala Harris and stuff, and then the black men, Kamala Harris?
I think it's because people know her record. It's simple, yo. You could go on Google, you could look up what she's done. Look up what she's done since she's been vice president. You know, tell me 10 things that Kamala Harris did that benefited the country since she's become vice president. Besides playing, she's the first black woman to become a vice president.
Prosecute you and treated you bad in court. I got treated bad in court too. But I'm with her.
This nigga right here is them same old niggas that's never gonna leave the plantation. You just heard him say he's a black man that was treated badly by the justice system, but he's still endorsing somebody that we know treated black men bad that was working in the justice system. This is them old people in your family. You know, I'm related to my whole family, you know, aside from maybe a handful of us. This is how it sounds whenever we go around them.
But I'm with her because a vote for her. If you sit at home and you don't support her, you are definitely supporting Donald Trump. You can vote for who you want to, but
Yeah, I'm voting for Donald Trump, but you see the fair tactic that they play?
you don't support her. You are definitely supporting Donald Trump. You can vote for who you want to, but don't be trying to encourage other people and sit up there and put bad stuff. Where's that same energy for Donald Trump?
He doesn't want the people that have woken up or understand what's really going on to spread the word. You know, keep it to yourself.
Y'all not even out here doing real research to look at her record. If you do the research or whatever, stop believing everything you read and do real research, you can see what her record is. You can see what she have done. I think you can Google what have Kamala Harris done for the black community or things that black people benefit from.
So name something. All of you sitting here, name something. Name something that she's done. Besides her being black, besides her being a woman so far, what have you named? Oh, Google that she's done this for black people. She's done that. She's put in these policies that benefit her. Where? Because all I see when I look around the country are a whole bunch of Hispanic people now taking all the low-skill, low-wage jobs. Positions that black people used to hold. Okay? Positions like working in the stores, bus drivers, security guards, custodians, even if you want to say, like, to an extent, the Lyfts and the Ubers. Now in certain parts of the country, they're putting out applications only in Spanish in black neighborhoods. Her policies directly affect black people.
We need to stand
lot.
with her. We need
Yes.
to stand with her. She's great. She
Absolutely.
will make a great president. And what a blessing to be living in a time where a black woman can become president of the United States of America. In our time, we get a black man and a black woman become president.
We all know what Obama did, all right? I'm not going to say he's the worst president in my lifetime. All right, I'll reserve that for George W. Bush. But a lot of her base has been empowered since President Obama's term.
Talking about Kamala Harris talking out of both sides of her. How would you say something so disrespectful? Even if you felt that way, I wouldn't dare make a video or say nothing like that to the vice president of the United States of America.
Hold on. So with Trump, it's okay to call him whatever, you know, talk about him however. The mainstream media could run whatever stories they want on him. Some of them lies, you know, but God forbid somebody talks about Kamala. What are you talking about? This is America. We could talk and say whatever we want. What's wrong with black men making videos saying maybe she's not the best solution? What literally, they're telling us that we all have to be the one voice that we've been saying, oh, black people, we're not all one voice. We don't all think the same. We don't all act the same. They're literally telling us that we're supposed to be doing it the same. Because why would we disrespect Vice President Harris? Even though she's been virtually invisible up until President Biden stepped down.
Thurgood Marshall and all of the people that have paved the way and try to redo and get back into some of this settled law, women's rights to choose, your voting rights, and Brown versus the Board of Education. Do your homework, black people.
What did he just say there?
Let me just tell you something right here that could be very historic, and Kay pointed this out to me. If Kamala Harris is elected, she would be sworn in.
She could be sworn in
MLK Day
by the first black Supreme
and
Court
possibly by Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Yeah.
Does
Stop
that
it.
not give you chills?
Come on.
Stop it. For real,
Oh my
I can go
gosh.
deeper than that. You got a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated reading in a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated into the damn White House. What's wrong with y'all?
Come on,
on
man.
MLK holiday.
On Martin Luther King's Day, we got the first black Supreme Court Justice woman swearing in, potentially the first black president who's a woman. Oh my gosh, this could be a historic day. You know, up to now, we still have not heard any policy. I showed in my previous video, if you get a chance, go check that out. There is no policy on her page. Versus when you go to Trump's page, he has policy. He even has a link to the actual Republican Party policies. All I hear is a bunch of emotional bullshit. All right, a whole bunch of identity politics. A black woman, a sorority. Why do I give a fuck if my president was in a sorority or not, or a fraternity or not? I don't care. But this is the type of shit that Ricky Smiley and people who think like Ricky Smiley focus on. And then they shame black men, a lot of younger black men, you know, because a lot of the older ones I'm thinking are cooked, okay? They think this way, okay? I have a lot of family that thinks this way. But they're shaming a lot of the younger black men to stay on that plantation. Got to stay over here with Massa. We can't go too far. You know, looking like Samuel L. Jackson and Django.
But y'all
Baby,
mad because she ain't
y'all.
talking about reparations.
Who was a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated?
Come on now.
Come on now.
Come on now. She's a member of another popular black sorority. Like, clearly, that makes you tasked for the job. And I'm not downplaying all my people in sororities and fraternities. Shout out to you. But I'm saying that makes you justify. Because that's all I've heard Ricky Smiley saying. He's not saying anything on policy.
Oh, my God.
Game
That just
changer.
gave me chills. That gave me
Rocky.
chills.
Game changer,
Rocky,
dog.
game.
Man, y'all
I think he's thinking about that hot dog and got chills. People like him think that he's right. Okay? People that got money, that got a big backing, that got, you know, a big platform, people like that are going to be all right. Not the everyday people who are seeing inflation. Not the everyday people who can no longer afford to live in their homes, who can't afford childcare, who can't afford anything that happened in their lives. Any emergency could have them homeless. That's who's not going to be all right. But people like him, yeah, they'll be all right. All the celebrities telling you, you know, vote for Kamala with no plan of action. The DL Hugleys. All right? That's who's going to be all right. And I'm sticking to the black men right now that's telling other black men that we're stupid, we're incapable of making the decision on what we think is best for our lives and our families. That's all we care about. We don't care about the indoctrination and bullshit that Kamala Harris is going to push if elected. Okay? We've seen it. We've seen what she did when she was Attorney General in California.
need to stop.
In 2024, yo, we still talking about slavery. Ricky Smiley's never been a slave. I've never been a slave. You've never been a slave. Our parents were never slaves. Our grandparents were never slaves. Even our great-grandparents weren't slaves. But he's going to continue to tug on emotional people's heartstrings. They literally want you terrified of something you've already lived through and experienced. From 2016 to 2020, you've already experienced and lived it, and compare it to 2021 to 2024. Compare the two. You know, they've been drastically different. They really want us to vote so badly for someone who never supported us. All right, and then they want us to vote alongside people who don't support us, who sadly look like us in some of the cases. They don't support us unless we think like them. So how much do these people that love black men and protect black men, how much do they really love and care about the black man? And these are some of the people that are the loudest ones screaming Kamala Harris 2024. And what do you think about this? What do you think about black men saying that they do not want to support Kamala Harris and they'd rather support Trump. And what does that mean? That they do not respect black women? And why can't they just vote for her? And even if they don't agree with her, even if they got something bad to say about her, don't say it. Don't, try to spread the word at all. Keep it to yourself, because if you do spread it and post it somewhere, then everybody should block you. You pretty much shouldn't be part of anything black. Revoke your black card because you obviously hate yourself, because why wouldn't you want to see a black woman in office? She's done so much in the state of California. Why wouldn't you want her to be the leader of the U.S.? Do you hate yourself? Oh, no. Do you hate your mother? Kamala Harris has all of the qualifications. You've seen the way that she has been the vice president of this country. This country has never been more prosperous than it is right now in 2024. What do you think? We're free. We can think however we want to think. We don't have to, all think one way, all have one voice. That's the beauty of the world, the diversity of thought. White men aren't pretty much told that they have to vote one way. Hispanic men aren't told they have to vote one way. Asian men, Indian men, it's just these people seem to think that they could tell black people and black men specifically what they can and can't do. And I'm tired of that shit. Like I said, the Roland Martins, the Plies, the D.L. Hugleys, the Charlemagnes, all of them that try to tell us that, hey, pretty much if you ain't thinking the way we thinking, then you ain't black. Never mind, Charlemagne had Joe Biden tell him that, virtually to his face. And that's pretty much all I got to say on it. Interested to know what you guys are thinking out there. And let me get to my final clip, because this may be one of the final times that we're seeing President Biden.
Yes. I told you we're going to have a soft landing. We're going to have a soft landing. My policies are working. Start writing that way, okay?
And Mr. President,
anyway, thank you.
All right, man, you heard him. Start switching up that writing. It's going to be a soft landing for him to get up out of here. All right, but till the next video, y'all be safe and stay wavy.